think a golf ball just hit the house. Hey, what's good, everyone? It's me, Double D, and today I'm taking a look at a little something different for the channel. I wouldn't normally say yes to checking out a podcast-style microphone, but after looking at the specs and seeing a couple of different demos and reading a couple of reviews about it, I was intrigued because I think a lot of people can use a podcast mic in different ways than we might expect. So I'm going to test this thing in front of a guitar cabinet. I got a single 12 over here. And then I'm also going to test it in the middle of the room, like me talking in between a couple of cabinets, both of them on, just to see, what kind of balance you can get. It's a little sensitive. It has a headphone port at the back, which is really nice. I'll run through some of the features. The company's name is FiFine. Now it's spelled F-I-F-I-N-E, and the microphone is the Tank 3. And as I mentioned, it's got a preamp on board for the microphone element, and that will work for XLR or USB, which gives you a lot of options as far as how you want to hook it up and how you will use it. And having access to it all right there on the microphone makes it pretty handy. It has a mute button in case you need to cough. And unbeknownst to FiFine, I went ahead and grabbed one of their mic stands just to say thanks. FiFine did send the Tank 3 along free of charge to review. And I didn't take any money. I don't take money for my reviews. I just get the gear and let you guys know what I think about it, especially if it's relevant for the channel. If it's not, I say no to it. So if that's your kind of thing, please, you guys feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I know I've got a little ways to go, but when I get there, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. So make sure you press subscribe. Now, I called it a stand. It's actually a boom arm, a mic boom. This one is a little bit blingy. It's got LEDs on it that power up from a USB with either C or regular old USB. And if you're looking for a little something fancy, a little something to spice up a very simple rig, this could be the ticket for you, because the specs on this microphone are pretty similar to an SM58. It has really nice rear rejection. You can see from the design that it already kind of has what they call a built-in pop filter or pop element. If you notice at the beginning of the video, I am still using a pop filter. I tend to be pretty plosive when I speak. I'll test some vocal stuff first, and then a couple of different setups with guitar and voice. If all you have is a phone or even just a computer with no Focusrite or any kind of interface, because this has a USB-C cable and a pretty long one, you can plug it into anything and pretty much have instant access to recording good quality video with voice, guitar, or both. All right, raw, no filters, no compression, no noise gate. Sennheiser 421, check, yeah, hey, check 1, 2, Sennheiser 421 with tape on it, ready to be removed from the system. FiFine, USB connected microphone. FiFine, USB connected, check 1, 2, 3. I can't hear it right now, so I'll listen back in a little bit. Sennheiser 421. FiFine, connected via USB, the Tank 3. Check, yeah, 1, 2. Check, yeah, 1, 2. Industry standard SM58, also accepted as a hammer by OSHA. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. FiFine, USB connected microphone. Check, 1, 2. Comparison to the SM58. Check, 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Sennheiser E835 microphone, very similar to Shure SM58. Check 1, 2. FiFine USB connected microphone. Check 1, 2. Up against the Sennheiser. So after assembling all of that footage and throwing it into the editor real quick on my first day, I did notice some of those plosives. So I did some extra pop filter testing, and that's this right here. Oh, well, hello, Dusty. Pop filter test. Pop direct on, pop over here, pop to the side, pop. Let's put the pop filter on. Pop filter test. Pop filter. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled It's the cat scratching. I wonder if this thing's picking that up. Peter Piper packed a pickle. Peter, my cat was destroying my rug. Puh. Poor Persian. Plosive, just direct on. Plosive, puh. Plosive, pop test, puh. Plosives. I apologize. Pop test. OBS is seeing the XLR and the USB-C on different tracks. Nice and easy. So check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Puh. Plosive. And move a little bit. Check 1, 2, 3. OBS is seeing the XLR and the USB-C on different tracks. Nice and easy. So check 1, 2, 3 for check 1, 2, 3. Puh. Plosive. And move a little bit. Check 1, 2, 3. So let's check out the Tank 3 in front of the guitar speaker in this next clip. I have an Eminence in this 112 next to me, and then later on in the clip I will be sitting in between two single 12s, and I had it at pretty reasonable volume. And it was really just to kind of test to see if you could sit in a room with just one microphone and a reasonably loud amplifier and do a video or a stream or something like that directly with the Tank. Wanted to make sure the off-axis rejection wasn't too much to block out the actual guitar sound. And you will see at one point in the clip too, I'm speaking real close to the mic and it's hardly picking it up because I'm behind it as opposed to in front of it like the speaker. How close am I before we really Now we're plugged straight into the phone, and I hope this works. I got the volume at noon on the microphone. Everything's the same that I had going into OBS. I'm going to bring the mic up from noon to, let's say, 2, it looks like about 2 o'clock. And if I talk, can you hear me over it? Probably not, right? 5th fret A. So I said probably not there, but actually after sitting here and listening back to it while I'm doing all these final edits, yeah, you could clearly, in a room with a guitar rig that's pretty comfortable for you to listen to, talk into this and still have your rig heard, even if it's kind of out there, you know? So if you're just doing a stream, something real simple, chatting and hanging with the guitar, you could totally do that with just this mic and then just kind of place yourself in the right spot. And then next, being the klutzy person that I am, moved the microphone down towards the speaker a little bit more to capture just the microphone and then of course the phone. Just watch. I probably should bring that volume back down. That's professional stuff, darling. I did notice a little handling noise, so if you're using this, you might want to use the arm to move it around. You know, some people have a tendency to grab the mic. And move it when they're video recording or podcasting. You know, all of the microphones that I tested kind of had handling noise. So that's enough about what I think. What do you guys think? I've used it for this video. If you caught my last video, I used it at the end of that video. I've been messing around with this thing for about a week. I think it's actually a pretty decent microphone, especially if you don't have microphones or if you're just getting into this kind of a thing, or you have a bunch of mics and you just need something that's a little more versatile that you can take with you almost anywhere. But really, you tell me what you think. I'm going to keep it, and I'd like to thank FiFine for sending this along. I'd like to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. In a time before time, there was no time for time.